Hello, my name is Emma Murray. I teach 3rd grade at Central Elementary. This is Chapter 7, The Power Predicament. The four of us decided to skip lunch and see what the drone could see in the basement. Noah and Sam scouted the school for Mr. Conway, while Amy and I went to the basement itself. Everyone thought Amy would be the best co-pilot, not only because of her photographic memory, but also because Noah got sick during the last flight. Nothing like someone running to the bathroom to ruin a covert operation. Once at the end of the stairs, we couldn't get through the basement's main access door, but we had to get as close as possible so the remote and headsets would definitely be in range. Amy and I slid under the stairs and pulled a couple of the cardboard boxes in front of us. Once we were hidden, we put the visors on. "No sign of him yet," came Noah's voice in my ear. I had an earpiece attached to my phone. Amy had one too. She was in contact with Sam. "Okay, let's see what we can see," I said as I hit a switch on the controller. The screen on my headset turned on, but it barely glowed. "Did you turn it on yet?" asked Amy. "I did," I replied. "I think the drone's in a room with the lights out." "Or something could be covering the camera," said Noah, listening in on our conversation. "I don't think so," I said. "There's a dim glow coming from the bottom of the screen, and I see a bunch of green dots." "I see them too," said Amy. "I thought maybe something was wrong with the camera." "The camera better be okay," Noah warned. "I'm going to see if I can get a better view," I said. I moved the left joystick, powering up the drone's motors. I just hoped the drone wasn't parked next to anything that could get entangled with the propellers. If it was, this was going to be a very short spy mission, and Noah was definitely going to kill me. The dim view shifted as the drone rose a couple of inches into the air. The green dots danced around on the screen as the drone evened out. I adjusted the other joystick to move it forward before a bright light suddenly blinded me. "Ah!" I cried out. Amy gasped. "Someone turned on the lights." I rotated the drone to the right. It hovered in a small room with a single door leading out and a small closet on the side. There wasn't a standard light switch on the wall beside the main door. Instead, there was a white plate with a small plastic dome. "What's going on?" asked Noah. "Motion sensor switch," I replied. "The drone must have triggered it." "Sam says she spotted Mr. Conway," Amy reported. "3rd floor, next to engineering." "Good," I said, "at the other end of the school." I rotated the drone some more and saw where it had been parked. A large metal shelving unit extended across one wall. The drone had been on a pile of dark cloths on one of the shelves. "Any motion sickness, Amy?" I asked. "I'm good," she replied. "Amy says she's all good, Noah," I said a little louder. "Oh, sure," said Noah in my earpiece. "Ask her after a couple of your crazy flying through the halls action." "What is that blinking red light at the bottom of the screen?" asked Amy. I hissed with surprise. I was so focused on the room that I hadn't noticed. A red dot slowly flashed at the bottom right corner of the view screen. "We're almost out of juice," I replied. "That's the low battery light." "We better hurry then," said Amy. I scanned the shelves and saw nothing out of the ordinary. Basically, the shelves were full of nothing particularly sinister, just stuff you'd expect to find in a custodian's storeroom in the basement. There were a couple of toolboxes, office supplies, and rows of plastic jugs that looked as if they contained industrial cleaning solutions. You know, stuff that's probably safer locked away from students who enjoy experimenting with various chemicals. "Sam said Mr. Conway is heading toward the elevator," Amy reported. I didn't reply. Instead, I rotated the drone more and discovered the source of the light we had seen earlier. "I think we have something," I said. "What is it, Tom?" asked Noah. A computer monitor and keyboard sat on a small desk. The monitor ran the same screensaver as those in the computer lab, colorful geometric shapes bouncing through black space. He has a computer here, I replied. Is it tied into the school? Asked Noah. If so, how is it even running? That's not all that's down here, said Amy. Turn the drone to the right, Tom. On it, I said as I nudged the joystick. The view slowly shifted. Beside the computer desk were rows and rows of computer servers. The green dots we saw in the darkness were the tiny power lights on each individual hard drive. Multicolored cables connected them to each other. The unit nearly reached to the ceiling, and the drives were in 4 rows, stacked 8 deep. Whoa, I whispered. Sam says Mr. Conway is in the elevator, Amy reported. I'm heading to the 2nd floor to see if he gets out there, announced Noah. I hardly paid attention to what my friends said. I was too amazed by what I saw. I couldn't believe that Mr. Conway had access to the entire school's server farm. This system would not only back up every computer in the school, but also power the entire school intranet. If Conway truly was Shadowhawk, it would be no big deal for him to hack into the system. He could do it so easily, anytime he wanted, and in complete privacy. But if that were the case, then why would he need the virus? He didn't get out on the 2nd floor, Noah reported. I'm going down to the 1st. Sam thinks Mr. Conway is on his way down, said Amy. When I didn't reply, Amy bumped my shoulder. Did you hear me, Tom? My mind was still running through different scenarios. Did Conway just want to crash the system for some reason? Maybe he needed to introduce the virus to keep the system busy so he couldn't be detected hacking into Swift Enterprises. Tom? Amy nudged me again. Mr. Conway is coming. You have to put the drone back where it was so he doesn't suspect anything. Oh, yeah, I will, I replied. I turned the drone back to the computer. I just want to check something first. What? Asked Amy. He didn't get out on the 1st floor, Noah buzzed in my ear. He's coming to you. What are you doing? Amy squeaked. I lowered the drone. If I can bump a key on the keyboard, it'll shut off the screensaver. Then we can see what he's working on. Noah heard my plan. What if Conway sees a drone hovering over the computer? Asked Noah. What happens then, huh? I piloted the drone closer to the keyboard. I had to be careful to just tap one of the keys with one of the drone's landing struts. If I hit it with too much force, I could lose control of the drone and crash it. The battery light blinked faster at the bottom of the screen. I was running out of power. I heard the elevator doors open. He's here, Amy whispered. I knew that Mr. Conway couldn't see us hidden under the stairs, so I wasn't worried about getting caught that way, but I knew I was running out of time, too. Park the drone where you found it, Tom, Noah ordered. He's got to be down there by now. I didn't reply. Instead, I edged the drone closer to the keyboard. The battery light flashed faster. I just needed a little more time. I heard the basement security door open and shut. He's through the door and going down the hallway, said Amy. He's going to see the drone. I was out of time.